Hey YouTube, what's going on? GC Blues here. Boy, oh boy, a lot of words coming out about the hockey season. I'll give you guys an update about that later, probably tomorrow. I got a shift tomorrow from 9 to 3, so um, I'll do that with some news and stuff for you. But hey, by the way, I'm not in my room alone. He's in here. Hey, Sparko, Sparky. Hey, there he is. How do you do, buddy? Hey, Sparko, folks. Now, folks, recently I got me a New Jersey. I placed this order on November 28th, and he said estimate about December 14th because of COVID and stuff. Because packages could be delayed because of COVID. Well, I got it, so I'm glad I got it. A lot of people want to know what I got. I got it right here. First off, I'll show you the front part of it. Little, not the whole thing just yet. Got me a Hockey Fights cancer jersey. Now, any guesses on who? Now, it's blank, but any guesses what team I got? Before I show you the team, it is Adidas. Now, by the way, this is heat pressed on. This is heat pressed on. And remember, folks, if you get a counterfeit, this and this will be stitched. Especially how they do with the DSL logo. You'll stitch the whole thing into it, and you'll see it right here. You can feel it, but you cannot see it. Unless you go to the light, of course. So you guys ready for the team? You guys think I'm going to get any other team, really? Give me the Blues. The Blues. Something but the Blues. Um, I got it for a pretty good bargain. Got it for, after the tax and shipping, $93. That's actually a pretty good deal, if you cannot say. Um, Now, if you want to know what site I got it on shop.nhl.com or Fanatics. Um, I always wanted one of these, especially since Adidas took over. Now, this this is for this year. Of course, it's last year's look, but with no um, hockey going on and stuff, and they're coming out with the products you have to do. So I got me a counter one, and yes, I will wear it around. I'm just not going to let it sit. And during the season, when we are a while back, and it's the cancer game, I will wear the jersey to the game. So this will be worn to one game. And any other time you'll see me wear it, the team on stuff, and you'll see it in other videos. You'll probably see it in some other videos I do for my HR report stuff. But now that's the main reason why I got my Knights jersey. Um, Mainly for my YouTube videos, but I do wear over the Knights also. But when I take on the Blues, I will not wear that Knights jersey when they take on the Blues. I refuse to wear a Vegas Knights jersey, Golden Knights jersey, when they take on the Blues. I'm mainly a Blues fan, but there are other teams I do root for, and but not altogether. So, yes, I will order from Cool Hockey again. Cool Hockey's a great site. They don't have no sales going on right now, but folks, rest assured, you can get them. You can get good deals on Cool Hockey when they offer them and stuff. Um, but like I said, this was a good steal. 65% off at the time. Um, so basically $83, and after the shipping and the um, actually 86, and after the shipping um and the tax, and I had some fan cash to spend. I had $5, a little over $5 in fan cash to spend. So, like, hey, yeah, you get your fan cash, so use it. So that took off the price, and so I only paid $93 for it. That's a pretty good bargain. You can't beat $93 on a jersey, especially from Fanatics. You cannot be getting that good of a deal on the jersey. Really, you cannot. And folks, I got these at the stadium. Now, folks, literally, if you want to really go cheap, I mean, really go cheap, these are just as good. I got this at the stadium, or should I say the arena. At that time, as you know, it was called Scout Trade. Now it's called Enterprise. I got this there. I got a few other players. Two are no longer with the team, but so. And I also got my buddy, an Allen one, and he actually got a few of these two. But folks, these are great shirts. They're just as good as shirts, and they're the same price as a counterfeit or lower. They're just as good. Now, these are made by Fanatics now. There's really no Adidas one, so if you do want Adidas one, you gotta try to find it. Mine's a Reebok. If you want one, get one. They're just as good. And like I said, they're about the same. They actually are the same price as a counterfeit jersey. But you're supporting the team this way. So get them while you can. Get these. And if you want to put your own name and number on, hey, go ahead. There's even customized ones so you can get your own name and number on it. Yeah. Uh, so that's really about it. Now, what's coming up? Well, like I said, I got a shift tomorrow. My only day of the week. They did not call me this week like they said they probably would. I was hoping to get at least one day before my shift, but nope. So, and folks, lately labor's been high, and we are short-handed at my job. So, folks, if you are looking for a job, we are hiring. That's another thing. We are hiring still. They haven't really stopped hiring despite the COVID and stuff. So, if you want a job, come to Hardee's um, on Shannon Rocks Road or any Hardee's that's in the Capstone Corporation. That's that's the company that technically owns my Hardee's that I work at. It's Capstone, but they own tons of other companies and stuff around the U.S. They are franchisees, but it's also a Hardee's franchisee place. So my location, believe it or not, and this is actually this blew my mind when I found out. Not only Capstone owns us, but the building is owned by corporate, Hardee's corporate. So what that means is Capstone leases the building when to the Hard for the Hardee's Corporation. We're allowed to be in it, and um, so, so Capstone is my boss's, so is corporate, Hardee's corporate. So it's kind of neat. It's not a bad job, really. Don't be ashamed of working fast food, folks. Don't be ashamed. Yeah, you might not get much hours to start off for a while because of this coronavirus. You might not get, you know, you might, but, just be thankful you got a job. Be thankful you got one. Because, how should I say this? It's a job. People stick their nose up like, on fast food. Well, the people who want the $15 an hour are the ones that have kids and have cell phone plan they can't afford and some other stuff. But that's what you get for dropping out of school, also. Now, I'm not doubting anyone, but, I fast food, if all the places you have in your area is nothing but fast food, go for it. Apply. There's nothing wrong working fast food. There's nothing wrong with it. And I've done it for a while. I worked a few low paying jobs throughout my working career. But just be thankful you got a job. Now, before I even started working at the Air Jones Dome, sorry, before I started working at the Dome where the Rams used to play, I was working for Labor Ready. Yeah, I used to work there or with that company. Then of course, I did in '99. I went to the Dome, finding out that I want to get a job with them or there. And the guy showed me where to go. And I got an application for Silver North because they just got the contract. No, sorry, they just got the contract to work or be at the dome. Of course, at the time it was called the Trans World Dome, Trans World Air, TWA. So it's called the Trans World Dome. Oh, sorry, my patch fell off. Yeah, I found out you can actually put these patches pretty much on your laptop too. Since it fell off, I'm just gonna keep it off and probably put it on one of my jerseys. Now, um, yeah. By the way, I even got some like sticky stuff on it. There's some sticky stuff on it. But as I was saying, one of the ushers he showed me where to go, and I went there and got an application, filled it out, returned it on the day that actually came back when they were doing the interviews. Got dressed real nice and went to the event. And I um, went up there to get. I I applied for two positions: stand attendant or vendor, and I got the vendor job. Now, at the time I was actually 19. I was about to turn 20, and believe it or not, there's actually a rule that Delaware North has, and it's pretty much with every company around that sells alcohol. And that's you have to be 21 to even touch it. Now you could be 18 to work there, but to touch it and ring it up, you have to be 21. Even to sell it, you have to be 21. That was the rule with Sports Service, and it's also a rule with Walmart. Believe it or not, I found out. Um, Sometimes they have to bring in a supervisor to ring out an alcohol purchase because the worker is not of age to ring up the sale. Yeah, believe it or not, they're real strict about that rule. So, so for me, I sold soda for the first year. Actually, about a year and two games, I sold soda. And at the time, soda cost $3.50 a bottle, 20-ounce bottle of soda. And of course, at the time, we were selling Coca-Cola products. So I had Coke, Diet Coke, Pib, Sprite, Diet Coke. So I had Diet Coke, regular Coke, Pib, Sprite, then four sodas really. And I probably did about 3 cases a game. And believe it or not, 3 cases is not much. Also, I had no tax return. I still filed. I was only making commission. And my commission was like $20, 20 to about $40, and I do my deductions. Um I was only bringing home like $18. Well, some of the beer vendors who were veterans, they were bringing home like 50 to 100, and they were getting big taxed. I wasn't. And then, of course, in my second season, I was also working at the stadium, and I really wasn't bringing in much money. Now, my second season, I switched to the beer. I did a pretty good job doing the beer. Now, I also waited a little bit too. When I was selling soda, I tried to sell all the sodas before going back in. With the beer, you know, after I had enough to make and get another case, I went back in. Um, so that's another thing. You have to buy another case. You have to turn in the money. They count it, make sure you're right, and then you get another case. That's how they did. Uh, for a while we had these gray bins, and there was this foam insert. I put it in the bin, but I only carried 20 sodas. The other four I had to put on the thing, and the sodas were getting warm. And then when we switched to Pepsi and we had newer bins, especially for soda, I took the little crate with me outside, and so that way. Um, no, it actually was better with that crate instead of. It was actually better, and I had all my sodas. They branded up my sodas the way, and it was perfect. Then I switched over to the beer. Now, for me, we had only two beers: Bud Light and Budweiser, and some Bud Select. When Bud Select came, that's when we switched. That's when we put Budweiser and Bud Select together. So you had half Budweiser, half Bud Select. Then they came out with this idea of mixed beer. And when we did mixed, it's 12 Bud Lights, 6 and 6. Then we also sold Miller Lite. Then we had to put Miller Lite in the case. So now we have to shrink the Millers or the Selects. So it's still 12 Bud Light, but now it's 4, 4, 4, or 6, 4, and 2. Or um, 12, 4, 4, 4, or that one, 12, 4, 4, 4, or 12, 6, 4, and then 2. And it went pretty good, believe it or not, it did. Um, I was not that much fan of mixed beer. I think, we should have certain vendors selling certain beer, one beer, 24 of each, and that's it. Of course, stuff for the Budweiser Bud Select, that could be mixed. But, they also have a product called Budweiser Black Label. That didn't come in the um, plastic bottles, or it didn't come in cans. If we did it that way, it'd be 12 regular Budweiser, 6 Bud Select, 6, or, and when they came out Bud Light Lime and all the others, we could have done like 6, 6, 6, and 6 of each Budweiser flavor. That'd been kind of good. But by the way, also in my third season, I wasn't working much at the stadium. I was also working at the stadium too. So I was doing two jobs. Same company, different venues, and I was making more money. At the stadium, I was doing retail. At the dome, I was vending. Go figure, right? So I was making more money, doing great, and I loved it. Now, my first season at the stadium was also the night of my second season at the dome. Well, not the start. This was the Monday night opener. So I had to work the dome game. I mean, the stadium game first. It was a day game at Busch Stadium against. I just trying to remember who it was. I forgot the team, but the Cardinals won. I was working in portable with a guy named Brian. He was also working at the dome too. So he had to leave, and right when they got done, I got done too. I was still in my retail uniform. Yeah, but I made it to the dome. They told me I had to change, so I did. I changed into my vendor outfit, especially the new shirt. And then made it in, got everything, and went out, got everything done. So I worked a double shift. First at the stadium, and then I had to go to the dome to the Rams game. That was in my second season. And this was, the year that the Rams won the Super Bowl. Also, they revealed the banner, home opener. I worked the two preseason games. Now I'm at the home opener. Now, here's the thing. After the first preseason game, I turned 21. So I had to turn in my badge, get the minor dots taken off. Yeah, they put like dots on my badge, 4 dots. Turned it in, say, hey, I need a new badge. And Sandy's like, oh, he has minor dots on his badge. Like, oh, I'm like, yeah, I just celebrated 21. And I'm like, oh, you're no longer a minor, huh? Well, when you're 18 and you work for Delaware North, you're technically a minor. When you're 18 to 20, you're technically a minor under Delaware North Corporation's rules. Once you reach 21, you're no longer a minor. So by law, you're no longer a minor. You can't sell the alcohol. Bad, right? And we even have minors that were working in the stands, but they can't touch the beer. They can't bring on a register. You could ring on a register, but you can't touch that beer because in my one game I worked at the stadium, it was my first year, and we were shorthanded on the stands because at the time the Blues were in the playoffs. Yeah, the Blues were in the playoffs, and so we had to, call other departments and help out with the stands. Well, I said, hey, I'll do it. I'll help out. You know, I'm they asked my boss, Jamie, they're like, hey, can we borrow who and so? And who? They asked me. They asked, well, you can borrow Dirk. He's not working on the next day. They're like, okay, do you guys number? They're like, yeah, we got his number. They gave it to him. They gave me a call saying, hey, Dirk, This is so and so from Delaware North Sports Service at Busch Stadium. We're shorthanded in the stands. Would you like to help us out? I go, sure, I don't mind helping out. Like, okay, we'll see you. And I really had a tough time wrapping hot dogs with the buns. The grill was hot, literally, and I didn't want to get burnt. So I was moved to a nacho sandwich, better. I did ring on the terminal, but I couldn't touch the beer. But you ready for this? When we had to refill the keg, and the lady's like, "How old are you, hon?" I go, "I'm 20," and they're like, "He's only 20." I was laughing on the inside too, folks. I'm like, oh boy. And then they got called saying, "Hey, we need someone to go out to the kid corner and be in the Dippin' Dots place. Do you got anyone who can do it?" And they're like, "Yeah." And they said, "Dirk, can you go?" I'm like, "Yeah, where's the kid corner?" And they told me where, and I found it. I'm like, "Hi, I'm Dirk. I'm here to help you out." And for the rest of the event, I did Dippin' Dots. Let me tell you, it was actually kind of neat to do the Dippin' Dots. It was kind of neat. I actually had a fun time doing it. No, this was the kids' corner. This was an area exclusively really for the kids. And this was at Busch Stadium too, by the way. But this was a great area for the kids. You know, they can get pretty much whatever, especially those that they want, whatever, you know. And I was doing the Dippin' Dots very good. I was serving it good and mm-mm, yummy, 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 yummy. And but yeah, for the rest of the night, I was doing Dippin' Dots, and I really did not mind helping out. To tell you the truth, it was crazy. Especially, like I said, the Blues were in the playoffs at the time, so go figure. Well, I have to wrap things up. I hope you guys like the jersey. If you guys want to get one, by the way, get them. They're on shop.nhl.com or the Fnatic, or you can say Fnatic, basically. Get them. They're great to have. And remember, also, proceeds from each jersey is going towards cancer research. So you're also helping a good cause. And folks, if you also know anyone that has cancer, um, that wear for them. Get it for them. Say, hey, you know, how do you fight cancer? I want to get this jersey and honor this person or this person of my family who died of cancer. And you'd be amazed on what you can get. Now, by the way, I want to show you this part on it, by the way, before I leave. There's a little spot right here that says who I fight for. And I'm going to leave mine blank, and I'll keep it blank. And you can go right here in Spanish. No, oh, that's in French. Je me bats pour le victoire D. It's French. That's pretty good, isn't it? Basically stands for I-54. Je me bats pour la victoire D. Right there, see, it says right there. Je me bats pour la victoire D. Man, that's pretty good pronunciation, isn't it? And I don't speak French. Good, I don't even speak French. Well, I'll leave mine blank, but I have a cousin on my mom's side that had breast cancer twice. And at the cancer game I went to, um, I had the um, thing, I put her name down. And when Panger said, if you know anyone who had cancer and died of cancer, they're still alive, but you're fighting for them, please stand up. I was one of them, and I had my thing. When Penguin had two on him, and a lot of people stood up. You know, I fought for my cousin. So that's who I fight for. Of course, you have people who fight for whoever. For me, I fight for my cousin. You can fight for whoever. And lately, the Blues fight for the whole team fights for Layla. You know who she is. But I got going. Hope you enjoyed my little story about the dome. Um, hopefully, you guys enjoy Sparko. Remember, stay safe. Take care. Remember, doors watching. I love you guys. And just stay COVID free, folks. And remember, wear your mask. Wear them, please. It's very important to wear them. We really want to beat this thing. I think we can do it. I think we can do it, folks, if we just follow the right precautions. I love you guys a lot. I'll see you guys around. And till then, I'll see you guys. Peace.